I was just like, man, I'm just so tired. I need a break. And I kid you not, my access was gone after I said that. So, welcome to, we're going to call this the Layoff Diaries. I'm Kendall, and I'm going to be taking you on my journey going through a layoff. And so, in this episode, we're going to talk about the day that it happened. Imagine logging into work, doing all of the things. Things are hectic, but I'm a project manager, so it is what it is. You go to submit one final deliverable, and your access no longer works. I'm laughing. You got to laugh or cry. I'm choosing to laugh. That really happened. Uh, Suddenly, in an instant, my life as a working mom and wife changed. And before I jump in, I just want to set the stage. So I'm a project manager by trade. I have been in this space for going on 10 years, working in tech and also in healthcare. And then I did some federal contracting work. And I'm doing all of these things as a wife, as a mom, balancing, school drop-offs, having a baby in this particular season. I thought I was doing all of the right things, climbing the corporate ladder, making things happen. This is a two-income household. It all just blew up. And the crazy part about it is that as I'm moving through that particular day, I was just like, man, I'm just so tired. I need a break. And I kid you not, my access was gone after I said that. And it's so wild because they always say, be careful what you say, be careful what you ask for. In that moment, I really was like, I just need a mental break. I need to decompress because it had been a long day. I didn't know that this break was going to be an extended break. Extended. Life changed. We got a message saying, "Hey, everybody, jump into this meeting," and in so many words, it's like there's we got nothing for you. This is gonna be, you know, our last day. In the moment, you feel all of the things. So I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm in, and this is kind of weird, but there was a moment of relief because the nature of the job, it was very stressful. And like I mentioned before, I did need a mental break. I didn't know it would be this. But there was a moment of relief. But then I'm jumping back into, oh my gosh, I got to tell my husband, I got to tell my family. And the crazy part about this, it all happened um, as we were doing a family staycation. And so all of my family, in terms of my siblings, their spouses, my parents, all of our kids, we were all together when I got this news. And so I'm like, I gotta not put on my game face because I'm gonna tell them what happened. But it's like, why would this happen now? But I know that all things work together, and it was a blessing that it happened the way that it happened because I had the support, right, from a number of people in that moment. And so, I tell my husband, and my son was already in the room, and I'm like, babe, they let us go. And I kind of just went and he embraced me, and I'm starting to cry. And my son, he's rubbing my back and like, mommy is gonna be okay. God's got us. And I'm like out of the mouth of babes, literally, because it was what I needed to hear. And though those things, it was not an easy pill to swallow. Again, we are very much a two income household. Um, how we move, the things that we have to do, really relies on both incomes. And so I'm stressed. I'm like, this is not the time. And we just had a baby, within that period. And so I'm like, this is not the time for this. This can't be happening now. Not that I ever want it to happen, but it really can't happen now. And so I'm thinking, what's going to change for us lifestyle wise? You know, how are our bills going to get paid? All of those things that I stress about. But in the back of my mind, I always am comforted in knowing that God always makes a way. And we're not going to talk about it in this episode, but my goodness, has He made ways and continues to make a way for us in this season, because I'm very much still unemployed. This job market, again, we're not going to talk about it today. We're not going to talk about it today, but God is good. Here's what this moment in time has taught me, this layoff. The lesson I got that I'll talk about for today is that my job is what I do, is not who I am. I'm still very much a mom. I'm still very much a wife. And I'm still very much Kendall and all of the things that make me who I am. I know there's other moms that may be dealing with the same thing, or even you're looking to get back into the workforce, looking to change careers, change directions. Um, Whatever the case is, God has always got a plan for it all, though we may not see it right now. But I want us to take away the fact that our jobs, our careers, entrepreneurship, all of those things are what we do. They are not who we are. I want you to stick around. I'm going to be sharing more lessons about what this layoff has taught me in this season. So go ahead, share your story in the comments. I would love to know how some of you are getting through it. Any encouragement, all of the things. And also subscribe to my channel as I continue to share the lessons that I've learned in the Layoff Diaries.